Riverton is a modern suburb situated 14 kilometers south of the Greater Perth area. The area covers about 2.71 square meters and is governed under the authority of the City of Canning. Riverton has a strategic location for its community members due to its proximity to the city centre, about 20 minutes drive, an industrial area, ample public transport nodes, and shopping centres, as well as the access to the naturescape of the Canning River Regional Park. In the census held by the Australia Bureau of Statistics, the Riverton has a population of more than 6,000 people, consisting of multi-ethnic groups such as British, Chinese, and Indians. Riverton has a steady population growth of around 3% annually. The median age of the population is 39 years old, whereas 25% of the population is considered as vulnerable. Riverton also has highly valued biodiversity and is equipped with several important amenities, such as the Riverton Leisureplex that provide cafes, sports centers, and public library, and also Riverton Shopping Center, which provides daily grocery supplies. Riverton sustainability challenges mainly concern the river ecosystem protection from future climate risks, such as erosion, flooding, and bushfires. In the top left figure, we can see the example of the built environment adjacent to the river and bushland area that is prone to natural disaster impact. The second challenge is the urban development that impacting natural resources. Typical low-density dwelling types result in the emerging urban heat. It may affect the well-being of the community members as well as the availability of groundwater resources regarding its current usage level. The bottom left figure shows typical dwelling type in Riverton that has minimum shading and is likely to be the source of urban heat. So from these sustainability challenges, the vision of the Riverton is by 2034, Riverton will be a thriving multicultural neighborhood actively involved in environment protection initiatives to nurture a vibrant and highest quality of livelihood for current and future generations. To establish the policy, there are four dimensions of sustainability used as the approach to define suitable principles of Riverton. They are shown in the circle figure consisting of the environment, social, cultural heritage, and economic viability. After that, each dimension is cascaded into the six principles of sustainability. They are: protect the naturescape area from climate risk, reduce the urban heat and efficient energy use, water conservation, safe and healthy community, promote traditional knowledge and practices, and promote circular economy and natural capital assets utilization. An explanation of each principles will be provided in the next slides. The first principle is protect the naturescape area from climate risk. It has three action plans. The first one is wetland revegetation and regular tree pruning or maintenance. The indicator is the incremental 5% of wetland vegetation and biodiversity index by 2034. The monitoring is through the monthly publication of biodiversity data on the City Council website. The second action plan is forming voluntary community ranger groups to assist in regular environmental monitoring assessment. And the third action plan is develop natural disaster early warning system. The indicator of these two action plans is the establishment of 4 volunteer groups consisting of 4 people per group by 2028. The monitoring of the implementation is data on the length and area of biodiversity corridor established and the community participation in conservation projects. The second principle is reduce the urban heat and promote energy efficiency. The first action plan is to planting canopy trees with more than 5 meters tall throughout the housing areas. The indicator is increasing the number of planted trees per neighborhood block. The second action plan is to provide a 5-year budget allocation to accelerate solar panel installation for individual housing and local businesses. And the third action plan is installation of urban heat monitoring station for real-time data collection. The indicator for these two action plans is increasing of clean energy produced by 10% in total kilowatt hours by 2034. The monitoring for these indicators will be data collection of clean energy produced by the Clean Energy Regulator and the City of Canning Open Heat Map. The third principle is promoting water conservation. The first action plan is to develop compliance with compulsory greywater recycling system installation, and the second is compulsory water-sensitive design as the key component in the approval of new or renovation building permit. The indicators for these action plans is the reduction of average water bills amount of the community members by 10% in 2034. Groundwater aquifers data will be used for monitoring activity. The third action plan is Rainwater Harvesting Initiative. The indicator is the installed rainwater harvesting device by 15% of the total amount of low-density residential type in 2034. The monitoring would require the water recycling data. The fourth principle is safe and healthy community. The first action plan is to installation of security devices such as CCTV and road lamp. The indicators is increasing number of installed CCTV and road lamp by 5% in 2027. The second action plan is to establish the community edible garden to promote a sustainable food security system. The indicators will be identification of a suitable location for the community edible garden in 2025 and the promotion activities of open farming products in the local market in 2026. The third action plan is walk path and cycling facility enhancement. The indicators is the reduced personal vehicle usage for commuting through a Australian Bureau of Statistics census. The monitoring of these action plans is through the community feedback, through annual town hall meetings and general public survey. The fifth principle is to promoting traditional knowledge and practices. The action plans designed to enhance the present traditional owner culture through a series of public information and community events. The important indicators for this principle is the increased number of public participation in the events. Principle 6 is promote circular economy and natural capital assets utilization. The action plan is the first one, incorporating waste management and second-hand market to extend the life of products, and the second action plan is the establishment of the local reuse market. The indicator for the action plan is to reduce number of the total waste amount collected from the verge by 10% in 10 years. The monitoring of this indicator will be public participation rate and reuse market general public satisfaction survey. The third action plan is incorporating the Canning River's estuary naturescape with traditional cultural heritage as an ecotourism package. The indicator will be support for local conservation projects through tourism revenue and the increased number of ecotourism jobs by 2% in 5 years. Monitoring for this indicator will be the revenue record generated from ecosystem surveys and occupation diversity survey. In conclusion, Riverton has potential in multi-dimension of sustainability. The principles and action plans have strong interlinkage to assist the suburb in achieving its mission by 2034 as stated. And here are the references that I used to prepare this presentation. Thank you for your time.